Now, the smartest retirees I know and that I work with, they never put all of their eggs in one basket. They understand that there's three different types of accounts and they get taxed in different ways. The types of accounts are one, the 401k or the tax deferred bucket, which we were just talking about. That's great for reducing taxes today. And then the second one is Roth IRAs. That's the tax-free bucket. You pay tax now, but then never again. And then three is the brokerage account. That's the tax, you could call that the tax efficient bucket. Not always, but there's things you could do to make it tax efficient. That's lower capital gains tax rates usually, and then more flexibility with that account. And Vanguard actually did a study. They found that a smart tax efficient withdrawal strategy, the kind that we help our clients with, that can save you up to 1% annually. And when you take a $1 million portfolio, that's potentially $100,000 or more over a 10-year retirement. So this is worth talking to your advisor about. So those are the three main accounts that we know about and maybe you've heard about before. But now there's one other type of account we don't see used very often, but it actually combines the benefits of all three of those previously mentioned accounts. And that's an HSA, a health savings account. That can offer a triple tax advantage. And what I mean by that is one, contributions are pre-tax, so you get the deduction. Two is the growth is tax-free. And then three, withdrawals for medical expenses are tax-free at any age. And here's the bonus. When you turn 65, you can withdraw HSA money for any reason, not just medical expenses. You'll pay regular income tax if you do take out for non-medical withdrawals, just like a traditional IRA would be, but you still keep all of those years of tax-free growth. Plus, medical expenses, they're not going to go away in retirement. We'll be on Medicare and things like that. But those medical expenses also typically increase. So you're building this tax-free fund for expenses that you know you're going to have in the future. The key advantage is flexibility after 65 while maintaining the medical tax-free benefit forever. Onto another strategy worth exploring, which you've heard about, is Roth conversions, right? That's simply transferring funds from your 401k or IRA, other pre-tax accounts, to a Roth IRA. You'll pay taxes the year that you do that, but the money grows tax-free forever. And this strategy is especially useful if you expect tax rates to rise in retirement, especially when you get to that RMD age in your 70s. Also, if you can afford to pay taxes upfront at lower rates. And then three, you want to reduce your required taxable withdrawals in retirement. So for many of our clients, we found that there's this Roth conversion sweet spot right around after they retire, but before they start taking Social Security. And if they've got money saved in a brokerage account or maybe a bank account, and they can convert those funds and then pay tax at maybe their lowest rate that they've had in 30 years, that can be quite advantageous. It's not right for everybody, but for many, it's a smart long-term move. And I just mentioned Social Security. Well, that's not usually the primary retirement source. Social Security can provide this steady income stream, right? The average monthly benefit in 2025 is it's $1,850. But delaying benefits until age 70, that increases payments by up to 76% compared to starting at 62. So that Social Security strategy, it really depends on a few factors, and it could be unique to everybody, to your specific plan. But many have found that delaying Social Security while withdrawing from other accounts early in retirement, that allows benefits to grow and more advantageous withdrawal strategy in the future. So what do you do with all this information? Here's a step-by-step action plan. Step one, if your company has a HSA, see if you can max it out if you're able. That's single, $4,300 per year is what you can contribute. If you're married, it's $8,550. That's for families, and that's in 2025. Step two is make sure you get the 401k company match. That's free money that you can't leave on the table. Step three is open a Roth IRA and contribute if you can. If you hit some of the limits, maybe talk to your advisor or look it up if you can do that. Because even a small amount per month can make a huge difference over time and can add to your options that you have in retirement and related to your withdrawal strategy. Step four is consider a taxable brokerage account for anything above and beyond this point to build up that more, I guess I'll say liquid or just more available fund that you can use for things beyond retirement if needed. And really the goal is not perfection. It's just to make some progress. Start with one bucket and then add to the others if you're able. Start with one account, and if you can keep adding to these other ones, then that's great. And remember, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is today. So now's the time to get going on this. And it's important to remember retirement planning isn't just about the numbers in your account. It's about creating a life that's meaningful and secure and joyful and fulfilling. So your 401k is a great start, but it's really just that. That's the start. By diversifying across these different account types, you're not just going to be saving for retirement, you're really building in real financial security. And if you want to dive deeper into retirement planning strategies, I've got a few videos coming up here on the screen. And some of them are around some of the mistakes that we see a lot of 50-year-olds or 60-year-olds make. So you'll see that link there. And remember, think about your future self. He or she is counting on the decisions that you make today. And I'll see you in the next video.